Hi, fifth graders. Welcome to Unit 8, Lesson 15 on triangles. A lot of this is going to be a little bit of a review from what you've learned in fourth grade and maybe even third grade. I would like for you to get a piece of paper, either can have lines on it or it can be blank, and then I'd like you to fold it in half the hot dog way so it's long. And then up at the top, I'd like you to kind of model your paper like mine and write classifying triangles. And the left column, we're going to classify the triangles by sides. And the right column, we're going to classify them by angles. And by classify, we just mean we're going to describe them or name them by using those terms. Okay, so get your paper ready. All right, we're going to start on the side. And the first kind of triangle that we want to talk about is an equilateral triangle. And you might see the little word equal inside there. Right here. And you might see the word lateral in there. Okay, lateral meaning side. Remember we talked about a lateral pass being a football pass that goes off to the side. And I would like for you to draw a triangle kind of in the middle of your space and try as much as you can to make those sides the same length, because that's a definition of an equilateral triangle. It has equal sides. And we can show that by making little hash marks that are all the same. They all have one little hash mark. That means they are all the same. And so a mathematician will say that it has 3 congruent sides, or all sides are congruent. Remember, this is that funny little symbol for congruent. It means that they have the same measure. Okay? All right, I'm going to scroll down a little bit. You can stop and pause the video if you need to have a little more time for your drawing. Okay, the next section I want you to label isosceles, and I'm going to spell it for you because it is a really hard to spell word. It is spelled Isosceles. Okay, an isosceles triangle has 2 sides, at least 2 sides that are the same measure. And I didn't do a very great job drawing it, but those 2 sides would be the same. Maybe I can make a little better one here. Maybe a little bit better. Okay, so an isosceles triangle has 2 sides that are congruent. So you're writing this all down too. So 2 sides that are congruent, meaning they have the same measure. The third triangle that we're going to describe using the side measurements is called a scalene triangle. And it could take on a couple different shapes. It might be something like this. So draw a side like that, and draw another side way out here, and then a side like that. And we could show that this side is one measurement, this side is another measurement, this side is yet another measurement. Okay? Or maybe you might have something that looks more like this. Okay? Each side is a different measurement. So a scalene triangle has no congruent sides. And again, this is the fancy symbol for congruent. I'll write that word down too for you, congruent. Means the same measure. Okay, all right. That's it for the sides. Up here, we can also talk about triangles based on what their angles look like. And I know that in 4th grade, you learned about acute angles. And if you remember, an acute angle is less than 90 degrees. So an acute triangle has 3 angles that are less than 90 degrees. Okay, so you could say all the angles are less than 90 degrees, or they're all acute. Okay? All right. An obtuse triangle, just like you learned obtuse when you were in fourth grade, an obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees. An obtuse triangle has one angle that is less than, one angle that is more than 90 degrees. And my word keeps slipping here. Sorry about that. So I like to think about it as you're opening a book. It's kind of like you're opening the book way far, more than 90 degrees, and then just connect the other two. Okay, so like open your book way up and then connect the two sides. Okay, so an obtuse triangle has one angle that's greater than 90 degrees. Okay, now we haven't really talked about this yet, but if you have one angle that's bigger than 90 degrees, you really can't have any other angles that are greater than 90 degrees. The other angles have to be acute. Because if you tried to draw one with another acute angle, look what happens. You end up needing a fourth side. So it just doesn't work. All right. Last one that you probably knew already, is a right triangle. And just like you probably knew, it has one right angle. So it's like a perfect corner. And a right angle has one 90-degree angle. And again, just like the obtuse angle, you really can't have more than one. If you tried to do another one, it becomes a four-sided figure. So it has one 90-degree angle, and then it has two acute angles. We should talk about this equilateral triangle. So the equilateral triangle has all sides the same measure. But another thing that you maybe didn't know is that when you have equal sides, the angles opposite those sides are also congruent. So this angle and this angle and this angle are all the same measure. And they all are going to be 60 degrees. All right, one last thing I'd like to talk about is that the sum of all the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So just a minute ago, we talked about that equilateral triangle, and I told you that when it has equal sides, the angles opposite those equal sides have the same measure. Let me show you what that looks like here. So I'm going to try my best here. All these angles are the same opposite those. The sum of all those angles, I'm not sure why that happened. Weird. Okay, the sum of all those angles is going to add up to 180 degrees. And since you have three angles on the triangle, if you divide that 180 degrees by 3, you get 60. So 60, 60, 60. So all three of those angles are 60 degrees. So if we have a right triangle like this, and you know that this is 90 degrees, you know that these two and this are all going to add up to 180 degrees. I don't know why that is happening. Okay, let's say you know that this angle is 20 degrees. Then this one must be 70 degrees because those are all going to add up. All right. Let's try one more. Let's try an obtuse triangle. And let's say you know that this is 130 degrees. I don't know what those are. I'd have to use a protractor to measure it. But if it's 130 degrees, we have to figure out what these other ones are. Well, we have to know one of them. So let's say they tell us that this one is 30 degrees. Those two add up to 160 degrees. Oh, I don't know why. Maybe it's figuring out what the angle is for me. So let's say those are 30 degrees. This adds up to 160. This one would have to be 20 degrees. Okay, because that all adds up to 180. Well, it's checking my work for me here. All right, so thanks for bearing through the problems with this Surface Pro. It's kind of like having the smartboard in the classroom, making mistakes with it. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Hopefully this is a little bit of a review. Again, feel free to rewind and replay, and you can certainly message me with the mistakes that I've made. Good luck.